Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some new Indigo Disk DLC leaks to go over for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Riddler-Koo has once again been posting more information about the second part of the hidden treasure of Area Zero. So there's a lot of stuff to break down today and get into. If you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try to hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, the first post is all about Kieran. So we have Riddler-Koo here posting saying, just curious, what's your real take on Kieran? So basically he asked the community, what are your thoughts on Kieran, this new character in the DLC, very likely to be the antagonist of the DLC, since obviously Riddler-Koo came out and said that battle-wise Briar wasn't very good, which is obviously what we thought was going to be like one of the main evil people, but because battle-wise she's not very good, it now looks like Kieran is going to be the main guy that we have to defeat. And then obviously these are the ones that he kind of stated as below, so whether you like him, you can back off, or you just want to check the results. And then he basically said, so based on the positive comments, so it looks like a lot of people were like, yeah, we really like Kieran, really good character. Based on the positive comments that most people dropped, I think the community would hype to the sky after you experience Indigo Disk storyline of Kieran. So it looks like the Indigo Disk storyline with Kieran is going to be really, really good. We already know that the Terastal battle is going to be really good. Like, that's a 10 out of 10 that Riddler-Koo said. But now it looks like Kieran is also going to have like a really, really good storyline. I think they've done a really good job with the character so far anyway. Obviously, he started off really shy, and now he's like, I don't know if he's being possessed right now or if he's just really annoyed, but it looks like he is kind of possessed with like the purple glow and stuff when he punches the sign and everything like that. So yeah, I think the storyline is going to be like, I'm always just advocating for how good this storyline is going to be. Just from all the leaks and data mines, it looks like it's going to be really, really good. And then we also have Hybrid here saying, please say that Jacques is evil, and he says, I don't know him. So it doesn't look like Jacques is going to have much of an important role in the Indigo Disk. He's probably going to be there just like he was in Kitakami, but he's probably like, he's the Pokedex guy, so he's probably just going to be the guy that gives us whatever reward we get for completing the Indigo Disk Pokedex, just like he gave us the charm for completing the Teal Mass Pokedex and whatever. He's probably just going to be there to give us that kind of stuff. I don't think he's going to be evil. He's just kind of the quote-unquote, not the professor of the region, but he's the guy that, he's the Pokedex dude. So it looks like it's going to be really exciting in terms of the storyline with Kieran, but either way, that was really cool to see, obviously. So yeah, that's the first thing that I wanted to go over today. Next up, we have Riddler-Koo posting saying, choose your side. He has Carmine and Nimona, and then he also has Lacy and Nimona as well. I think this is a call out to who we're going to save, because you remember we had that whole kind of arc of Riddler-Koo posting saying like, who are you going to save? It's a really dark storyline, stuff like that. So again, I think it's all about like Dokutaru taking control of these different characters, and you can basically only pick one to save, and then like there's like loads of double battles and stuff like that, and whoever you save is going to be your partner. But now it looks like Lacy is also someone that is an option to save. Like before we thought it was going to be like just Carmine, Arven, Penny, and Nimona, but now it looks like Lacy is also going to be a character as well. So Lacy, of course, being one of the Blueberry Academy like quote-unquote Elite Four members, but now it looks like she might also come to Area Zero with us, so I think she's going to have quite a big part to play in the storyline too. There are general links to her and Clay from Gen 5, which is another reason why we think she potentially could be like something to do with the Gen 5 remakes. But as well as that, she also has these like kind of stones here, which could also be seen as like Terra Gems. Again, that could be a relation to just Clay and like the Gen 5 roots and stuff like that. But this could also be some sort of like terrestrialization thing, which is why she goes to Area Zero, because obviously she's got like these Terrapagos Terra Gems. Again, that's just me kind of ask, like that's just kind of my idea about it. But yeah, clearly she is also an option that we could potentially save. And then I think there's people like just kind of ask, like, kind of just always asking him questions and stuff, but again, he doesn't really answer much. He only answers a select few questions. But yeah, it looks like Lacy is someone else that we could save. This is also Reddit kind of also talking about this as well. Just kind of saying the whole kind of zombie thing. Like, if I remember correctly, there's some data for zombies, which people assume will be characters / Pokemon under the control of whoever gave the Lousy 3 their toxic chains, if I remember correctly. Supposedly, it takes Terrapagos' power or controls it, thus making itself very powerful. The save thing will apparently be an option to choose which character we get to save from being zombified, which again, being mind controlled. But then I presume that everyone will probably be returned to normal anyway by the end, otherwise a certain side quest in the data for the Indigo Disk will be impossible or nonsensical. So yeah, it looks like we just choose one person to kind of save, defeat Dokutaru, everybody else is fine, And because like there's a lot of side quests as well that are linked to these characters, and if they are generally like zombies forever, we just won't be able to do those side quests. So yeah, I think it's only going to be like for the final part of the story. Could even just be post game as well, because we did have Riddler Coup saying that like Dokutaro wasn't even like basically the Indigo Disk story could be without Dokutaro. So maybe the Indigo Disk story is just the Blueberry Academy, and then maybe the post game of that is going to Area Zero, and that's where we get like the whole Terapagos thing, Dokutaro thing, the mind control thing, and everything like that. But either way, that's that leak we want to go over. Next up, we also have this post as well, where she says, well, Riddler Coup says that she is also the Puzzle Queen as well. So Puzzle Queen is kind of why it shows why Riddler Coup has like changed his profile picture to Lacy. Because obviously he's like a Riddler and she is also now like the Puzzle Queen, so that's obviously why he's done that. But the fact that she's the Puzzle Queen, it makes me think that her like side quests or missions or something like that are going to be all to do with like puzzles and kind of just sort of quests that require kind of you to think about them and stuff like that. It's not just going out and defeating Pokemon or catching Pokemon. There's probably going to be different like I say, like quests and stuff that are all to do with like puzzles and everything like that. We also have Jeanne here saying, oh, I get it, she's the Riddler, explains your profile picture. Well, what I want to say is I'm the party queen. And then we also have this post here as well from the Rowlet Herald saying, sounds like the second worst type of mission or challenge, only better than Hammerlock style double battles. And then he says your curse will come true. So yeah, it looks like, I don't know if they're going to be boring. I guess it's all personal preference. Like if some people like, you know, like puzzles and stuff like that, whereas some people don't. Some people just like going out, catching Pokemon, defeating Pokemon, stuff like that. So it's very much personal preference on how you would kind of take this on. But yeah, it looks like it is going to be something to do with like puzzles and stuff. I think that her like storyline is actually going to be quite a lot more than we thought. Like she's obviously one of the Elite Four Blueberry Academy kind of people, but like I say, because she is now looking like someone else that we could potentially have as a choice to save, she's also the Puzzle Queen as well. Yeah, she's obviously going to have quite a big storyline, or at least more than the other Elite Four members like Amaris and Chip and stuff like that. So yeah, that's obviously very, very interesting. We also have Jeanne kind of talking about this as well now. Of course, Jeanne isn't a quote-unquote leaker, but they definitely know a little bit of information, hence why they kind of like posted those emojis about like Applin's evolution, stuff like that, which obviously all came out to be true. So again, they're not like a massive leaker, but they do know like little tidbits. And they also posted this as well, saying, we all know that Game Freak only programs a handful of special motions for specific characters. It's obvious that this pose of Lacy will show up again somewhere else in the game, since it's important enough to be programmed. Where could it be? And then no, it's definitely just for Lacy. Game Freak produces more than a handful of special motions for special characters. I am saying it's just for Lacy. What I'm asking is where on earth she's using this motion other than here. This is related to Ku's tweets by all means, where she's obviously talking about like the Puzzle Queen and stuff like that. So yeah, she's obviously gonna maybe when you get the puzzle wrong, she's like, no, that's wrong. Like there's an X. Like no, it's not the answer. But yeah, either way, like I say, it looks like she's gonna be more of an important character than we originally thought about. But either way, that's all that stuff. And then finishing things off, I wanted to quickly go over this from Light posting about terrestrialization and the whole gimmick and stuff like that. So yeah, we have Light here saying, seems that terrestrial phenomenon can be used in any region, at least in the anime. Pokemon Horizons suggested Charizard terrestrialized in Galar. So originally, well, in the games it says that they can only be like it can only be terrestrialized in Paldea, but now obviously we can terrestrialize in Kitakami. We're going to be able to terrestrialize in the Indigo Disk. Indigo Disk is in Unova, Kitakami's in like Japan, so around like Johto, Kanto, whatever. And now as well as that, in Galar, it is able to be used, judging by the anime. So I don't know if they forgot that they said that it can only be used in Paldea, but it seems that it can be used everywhere. So it's a little bit like Mega Evolution, where that can be used everywhere, whereas like Z-moves can only be used in Alola and stuff like that. So will this be inherited into the next games, or it's just exclusive in the anime? Yeah, I know Kitakami and Blueberry Academy we can terrestrialize, but just because Terapagos crystals are involved. So yeah, it might be a gimmick that we see later on down the line. Like we do have quote-unquote a potential Unova game coming out next year. Will that also have to, because Unova doesn't have a gimmick, so maybe terrestrialization is going to be the gimmick in that game. could be something completely different, but it's definitely something to think about, that this seems to not just be exclusive to Paldea. Whether they forgot about it or not, I don't know, but like I say, it's used in Galar in the anime, Kitakami, Blueberry Academy, all these different regions it's now available to be used on. So yeah, very, very interesting where they take this with the future. But either way, that's going to be everything that I wanted to go over for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. It's trying to hit 500 likes. It does really help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on Kieran. Are you quite happy about this character? Are you excited to see where the storyline takes him? And also, what are your thoughts on Lacy seemingly having more of a kind of plot line or whatever you want to call it? And also, what are your thoughts about her being the puzzle queen as well in the Indigo Disk DLC? But yeah, that's everything from me. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a great rest of your day. And until next time, peace.